Hey everyone, today we're going to talk about how billionaire Ambani is reshaping the AI world in India. One day back, I think I posted a video about how US is investing around $500 billion in the AI infrastructure for US in terms of partnering with SoftBank, OpenAI, Microsoft, Oracle, and a bunch of other people, right? One day later, this news came in where billionaire Ambani plans world's biggest data center in India, and let's see how. So Mukesh Ambani's Reliance Group is building what may become the world's biggest data center by capacity in India, which is huge. They're building it in a town called Jamnagar, which is in Gujarat state in India, and the total capacity would be 3 gigawatts. The number might seem small, but in just some time you would know how big that 3 gigawatts number is and what's the current capacity at which Microsoft is operating. So if you scroll down to the news article, it says that the largest data centers operating right now are less than 1 gigawatt, and what Ambani wants to build is basically a capacity of 3 gigawatts, right? And as you know, the larger the better. So the larger the figure, the higher the volume of computing operations it can support. And as you guys know, like AI models are very compute intensive, meaning they need a lot of compute power in terms of processing videos, images. So I think 3 gigawatts would be a big boost for India to kind of make the AI inference system much more faster and cheaper. I think that's what he said in the article, saying he will offer rock bottom rates for what's known as inferencing or operating models like the ones that power ChatGPT. You already know how important money has been in terms of reducing prices for 4G, making it very cost efficient for consumers. And right now, everyone in India uses 4G, right? So I think the boom that happened in India with everyone using a mobile phone which is cheap, everyone using a 4G plan which is also cheap, is all thanks to Reliance. I think Reliance is trying to do the same thing in terms of AI. It killed a lot of small startups when it basically made the what do you say when it made the internet cheaper. I think it's going to do the same thing. So I think this is a really good opportunity for like AI startups in India who really want to use LLMs. Right now we haven't really seen startup culture in India where they've tried to build like foundational large language models or foundational models as we call it. The most of the startups we've seen is basically like a Gen AI use cases built on top of these large language models built by ChatGPT. But in US, you have like Anthropic, you have like Anthropic building Claude, you have Perplexity AI, you have ChatGPT. These are all like foundational models. Meta has its own, Google has its own Gemini, right? So I feel that this is the time where India can actually start thinking about creating its own foundational large language model. And this again not just will be useful in AI, but I feel this will do wonders in terms of ISRO using this capacity and trying to increase our strides in terms of like development we do in space and space exploration. So going down further, tripling the size would give world's most populous country the potential to greatly accelerate its development for AI. Reliance aims to power the new data center as much possible with the renewable energy, which is great. But I feel renewable energy might not be enough. Like, sure, Reliance does have like solar, wind, green hydrogen energy, but I feel to power something like 3 gigawatts of like a data center, renewable energy would not be enough. That's when they mentioned like they might use like nuclear reactors or fossil fuel fired plants to basically add into supporting these data centers. So again, just in comparison, world's biggest data centers right now, which is Microsoft, produces 600 megawatts. And right now, what we're talking is 3 gigawatts, right? Which is like more than 3x than what right now is the largest capacity of any data center, which is great. Uh, in an interview, Ambani also mentions the goal is to create the world's lowest AI inferencing cost right here in India, which I think ties really great to the Make in India initiative by Modi ji. So I feel this is a really, really good news. So I just then quickly tried to understand, okay, what's happening on X. And I saw that Arvind Srinivas, who is the CEO of Perplexity AI in US, said that he would be readily able to invest 1 million personally and 5 hours a week with the right set of people. But he has his conditions. He says that the team has to be cracked and obsessed like DeepSeek, which is like a Chinese startup building ChatGPT competitor, and it has to open source the models with MIT license. In one of the tweet, Arvind also mentioned, and this again, these tweets are one day before this announcement. So I don't really think it's a coincidence. I feel there might be some kind of tie up with Perplexity AI, Reliance for computing, and again, a good opportunity for some startup in India to take this opportunity and collaborate with these two to build the next or be the pioneer of AI in India. He also mentioned that I feel like India fell into the same trap I did while running Perplexity, thinking models are going to cost a shit ton of money to train, and this is exactly what Ambani is trying to reduce. He's trying to reduce the cost for AI inferencing and compute, which is amazing. I was just googling like which are these startups in India who are making strides, and I was just able to find one. I'm not sure if you guys know more startups which are making good progress in like LLMs or building foundational models. Let me know in the comments. But I found Sarvam AI. This is a Bangalore-based startup. On October 25, that is like 4 months, 4-ish months back, they posted this article where they launched their first LLM for Indian languages, which is amazing. So they have, I think they're using, they've built with NVIDIA AI. So I feel it might be a good opportunity for someone from Sarvam AI to work with Arvind and Ambani to build maybe or pioneer, become the pioneer for AI India. Uh, I really hope to see something like this really, really soon. But also, again, if anyone who is right now building an AI startup somewhere in Bangalore, Delhi, Mumbai, wherever, if you're listening to this, please, I would suggest like reach out to Srinivas. I'm not that smart, but you guys are. Reach out to Srinivas on Twitter. Just tell him that you can help him, you can work with him, and just make sure you use this to the best of the abilities. But that's my time for today. I'll come back with more AI startup news across the world soon. Subscribe for more. Thank you for watching.